Hello, everyone. How are you today? Well, I hope everyone's doing as well as I am. I'm having a wonderful day here in Powell, Ohio, and it's a little chilly outside, but I'm inside where it's nice and warm, and I've been playing with stamps and ink all day. So, therefore, it's all good for me for sure. I have some really fun cards that I want to show you. And there's some sweet and simple cards. One of them I'm going to be using the Plentiful Plants. And that's the first one I'm going to make with you. And then the second one will be the Pampered Pets. And I'll be showing you that one in a minute. I have my stamps all over it. So the inks I will use with this card is going to be the Evening Evergreen, Just Jade, Cinnamon Cider, and Mint Macaron. Now, I do want to mention that in May, our in colors that are the current ones that are for 2022 will be going out. So they'll be the out colors, and then we'll have a new set of in colors, a new set of 5 coming in our May catalog. We don't know what they are yet, but I do know that the Just Jade and Cinnamon Cider are a couple of them that are going out. So if you want those colors, you want to start ordering the ink pads, the refills, the markers, and your cardstock now before it's all gone. And even the designer series paper. Hi, Ida. Hi, Terry. Thanks for joining me, you guys. So I have a card that was made, and I got it as a swap, or in a swap, I should say. But I loved this whole layout and the design. So I am basing my cards today off of this really simple design. Nothing more than it opens up this direction, cute, designer series paper, and just some stamps and a little bit of blends. So this afternoon, good morning. Well, it's morning somewhere, okay? I will be showing you using the cinnamon cider base, a little bit of the designer series paper on both pieces here. So let me go ahead and show you what I did to build this fun card. So I had all my stamps laid out, and I thought, oh, that'll be a nice way to start the live today. So and I'm also using gray granite. It was hiding. So let me move all these off of here so that I can get started. I do have a website, candystampers.com. This March, can't believe it's March, but the host code for March is right here as well. So our cinnamon cider is 11 inches long by 4 1/4 wide, scored at 5.5 inches. And I love when we use cards that are folded just a little differently. When you just take your basic 8.5 by 11 and just cut it down the long way at 4 1/4 inches. So it gives you a different fold, a whole different perspective. You can even have the cards open this direction. But today we're going to have it open this way. So let me start with the inside. No, I'm going to do that one last. Let me go ahead and start with the outside piece. I can change my mind. I'm a girl. Okay, so, hey, Colton. Ooh, sounds like fun, Ida. Hey, Colton, big shout out to you. So this designer paper is from the Bloom Where You're Planted. And Kathy Harris, I have to give you a shout out because I know this has been like your favorite paper that you just ordered and your favorite stamp set. So I decided this would be a really fun one to play with. I've cut this DSP at 4 inches by 4 inches. And that way it gives me a little bit of room down here for a tag. So let's go ahead and glue that down. Let me make sure my glues are flowing here. It's fun to kind of pick out whichever, whatever designs you want to work with on your paper and just making it all work. There we go. Ooh, it's coming out fast. Slow down. Okay, so I want my stripes to go this way. And again, This is 4 inches by 4 inches, this piece. So on this card, my original card that I was showing you that I got in a swap, this piece was larger than what I'm using. And I'll tell you what the green, this garden piece on the back, garden green, is 3 1/4. But I did mine at 3 inches because my images are smaller. I didn't want a really big white piece. So I did this piece at 3, and then the one on top of it is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. So it's just going to layer on top. So we'll go ahead and glue that down. And hi, Diane. I hope you're doing well today. And I know you saw this layout because we just worked with it, but I can't wait for you to see the fun cards I came up with using this layout that we just used. At our team meeting on Monday, we did make this card. And so it's just been sitting on the table, and I thought, gosh, I just love that layout. It's so simple. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to glue down my 2 3/4 inch piece. And like I said, on the original one, it's a little bit bigger. But it's nice you can change it up to any size that works best for you. All right. I have cut, well, first we need to stamp, I should say. So let me go ahead and bring out my scrap paper and get a few of these images. Oops, that goes with that one. Here it is. I almost grabbed my next card and started cutting it up. That would not have been good. But I caught myself. Okay, so what I want to do, let me get a bigger scrap here. There we go. I have myself here let me grab it over here really quick. I've thought about playing music in the background with you guys, but sometimes I don't want to have to yell over the music. Okay, so this one is the Evening Evergreen, and I am going to stamp my little, like, I don't know, I don't know anything about plants, so forgive me for all you plant lovers, but I'm going to just call it a wispy thing. Anybody know the name of it? You could go with Candy's wispy thing. So I'm using our Stampin' Mist. I don't always use this, but it really is nice with our cleaning pad here. I take it out of the case so that it doesn't take up as much room on my table. And then you just rinse them under the sink with a little bit of water when you're done. But the Stampin' Mist definitely takes the ink off very nicely. And easy to clean up, like I said. Okay, so let me get back to my stamping. Just Jade is going to be my big piece in the front. And this is just a nice little plant, calling it a plant. These are all going to be die cut. I'll clean that one off as well and set it aside. And next, I will use my mint macaron, if that's how you say it. That's how I say it. Not sure how you say it. But I needed a little lighter card, or a little lighter plant on here. And I got this inspiration from our catalog. I saw it on the page. Oh, I didn't bring it over here. But the card idea is on the page that has the cutter, I believe, or trimmer. All right, next I need my gray granite. And this is going to be for one of the pots. One of the little pots here. I'm assuming that's what this is. That's what it looked like to me, and I'm sticking with it. Okay. It's fun when you see an image and you go, I think that's a pot. And if it's not, I'm going to make it be a pot. I guess it could be a hat if you turned it over. All right. And lastly, I'm going to use the cinnamon cider for my last little pot here. And get that nice and inked up. And I love how this comes out. It actually has that little shading on there. It's supposed to look like that. I thought it was really cool. When I first was stamping with it, I kept re-inking it, and I'm like, oh, well, that's the design. I like it. I like it. I like it. Okay, I don't want to put those too far. I'm probably going to need them. Okay, so you guys, right now, our little mini machine, which is stinking cute, is on sale. And it is, I believe, 20% off. I know that it's a great deal because this machine it's really versatile. You can use the smaller dies, and we do have some smaller embossing folders. In the catalog, it will show you a little image that'll tell you if it's meant for the mini, or if the dies and everything were created for the mini. So a quick tutorial on this. I know I've taught you guys this before, but I'm going to mention it again in case anybody new is out there. Before you put this in, you always want to kind of feather, I'm going to call it feather your plates back. So my base first, then I would put this on, but I don't want it touching the edge because it's just a little too thick when you put them all together to run through the machine. So we would do this. The dies I'm using, let me bring these over. I forgot to show you. The dies, you get a lot of nice dies with this bundle. It is a bundle. And so I am going to be pulling these off as I go. And what I would do then is I would, oops, I forgot to make sure if this was going to fit in there. But don't panic, anyone. I have scissors. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to put this in. But one of the things that I want to mention is whenever you're cutting with this machine, you definitely want to make sure that your die and everything is not way up at the top. So it's easier for it if you have it back a little bit. And I'll show you what I mean. Cut that down. So I just want it back so it's not really close to the front. Again, if it's too thick, it has a hard time going through. So we layer everything. Oopsie. Layer it all. Put our die down. Put this to the back a little bit so it's feathered. And then I crank away. La, la, la. There we go. That's how you use this fun machine. It is stinking cute. Love it. Okay, so I have all these pieces to cut, but guess what? I already stamped them and cut them all, so I didn't have to do too much of that. I love doing it with you guys, but I thought, let me get on with my card. Okay, so I have all my pieces already die cut, and now I have an extra little flower pot, but I have all my pieces die cut. So the next thing I want to do is I took a little piece in this same Bloom Where You're Planted set. Hello from sunny Florida. Hi, Kathleen and Linda. So I took a piece of this brick, the cinnamon cider brick. And like I said, this card idea I got from the catalog. And before I finish this, I'll run over and grab it. So this is going to get glued down. But before I glue it, I need to kind of measure everything and make sure I'm not up too high. So all of these will get glued down. I have some dimensionals. That looks good. I just don't want it too high. When I first was playing with this, I said to myself, if you put it up too high, all of the plants are going to go off the top. So next we're going to go ahead and pop this up. Dimensional here and there. But before I do that, I want to make sure that I get my plants in there. So on this one, it's going to sit back like this. And I can make all of these go together. So again, I don't know if you recognize this, that I had seen it in the catalog and just thought it was super cute. Okay, and then I can put a little bit on that. Pop that up as well. Well, I'm not really popping it up, but putting it down. There we go. Okay, so this guy is going to sit up front here. This one I will put a dimensional on the back as well. And if you need to, you can always trim some of that back, but I think it's going to fit just right. So this will go on like so. And then this. You guys, this is such a fun, easy card. You could just look through the catalog and find all sorts of cards that'll fit this. All sorts of stamps, the images that are going to fit the front of your card that you want. Isn't that stinking cute? Simple, simple, simple. Okay, now I've cut a piece of cardstock that is, I believe this is 2.5 inches. This is just for my little tag. Oh, it's 2 3/4 inches, but I'm probably going to cut it down a little bit. I'm going to use the thank you out of this set. And I think I'm going to stick with the cinnamon cider color. So I'll open that back up and just a nice little tap, tap, tap. And I'm going to stamp that on a scrap paper first just to make sure. Oh, that looks nice. I love this color. We were just talking about this, that this is going to be a color that's going to be missed. Now, before I put this down, this side is where the tag was on this card. But of course, you can put it over here as, I think, Diane, maybe you did that. And it looked just as nice. So either way, it'll fit. So I am going to simply, and the reason I'm saying that is because that will depend on where you put the flag. Tammy, hello. So nice to see you're here. I hope you're doing well. Okay, I did notice that that's not perfectly straight, but guess what? I'm going to use it anyway because I can. All right, so this is going to have a nice little, what we call a flag with my scissors here. Cut that out. Cut that out, Candy. And then I'm going to pop that right there. Isn't that sweet? I will use some more dimensionals. West Virginia, woohoo. Wet and wild, right? Isn't that what they call West Virginia? Wet and wild, yes. Oh, thank you. It's been a long time since I've seen you. Okay, so I am going to just pop this up. I'll line it up with the paper. Ooh, I want it down a little more. Now we're going to go to the edge. I'm feeling a little edgy today. I'm going to go to the edge. What do you think? See how simple? All right, on the inside, there's a cute saying that goes with the thank you, and it says, a little note with the biggest thanks. So we're going to go ahead and stamp before I glue it because there's always 2 sides to every paper if I make a mistake. Oh, thanks. Yes, I love this. I was thinking it probably needs a little bit of bling on it. I'll figure out where I'm going to put that. Okay. But this, you guys, this layout of this card is amazingly simple. I hope you are able to find, let me get that spray. I hope you're able to find some of the stamps in the catalog. And I have a couple more to show you, a couple more cards. Just to have a fun design. Sometimes that's all it takes, that we need some cards to put together, you know, when we feel like creating. And then all of a sudden, it's like, oh, I love that design because you can make it birthday. You can make it just anything you want. Oops, better close that. Okay. So with this almost being done, I do think I have some bling behind me. Hello, Margaret. Welcome. And Diane, I'm standing up today. I know you were saying you love to stand up the whole time. I usually do too, but often I'll just sit down. Okay, I think that might need some bling, and I didn't bring any over. But let's see what I have in here. Maybe some... Oh, I may decide on that later. Thought I had some right here in front of me. I think these are still current. The Elegant Faceted Gems. Let's see how that looks on there. I meant to, oh my goodness, sometimes the hardest part is just opening the packaging. Well, I'm a little challenged at days. So I'm pretty sure these are current. So let's just put on some clear ones. We'll just pop them up here. big, small, and come on, small. Isn't that cute? Just a very, very simple card. Nice little thank you note. You could make a ton of these and have them ready for sending. Okay, the next, I'm making 2 more cards, and they're both going to be with the Pampered Pets. So I'm going to set this one aside and then grab this. So I have a black table piece on here, obviously, and so sometimes it's hard to see my cardstock. So let me grab my paper that I have right here and see if I can bring this over. There we go. Now you'll be able to see. So again, I cut this at 4 1/4 by 11, and I will have a white piece that will go on the inside, and then we will do the front of the card as well. So I'll do the inside last. On my card, I'm using, again, the same designer paper that's Bloom Where You're Planted. You guys, that is such a cool, versatile stamp set because some of the paper on one side, it has plants, but on the other side, it has cool things like this brick. And so I thought I would use this. This goes also well with the gray granite, and that's what I'll be using on the inside here. So let's start stay cardstock. It wants to run away. And I am going to glue this down, our little brick paper. Love it. Oops, I want to get that straight. Nice and straight. Okay, next is the gray granite. This is also cut at 3 by 3. Oh, the pebbles. Yes. And I have some of those, but they're in the other room. But Kathleen, that would have been a great idea for that card. The pebbles would have been really cute. And I do have those. So I may have to, I have enough cut out and stamped. I'll make another card later tonight. And I think that's what I'll put on it. Thank you. Okay. So this card is going to also have a little 2 3/4 by 2 3/4 white piece. And I will just glue this on. So this is for the pet lover. And you know, so many people I know have dogs and cats and probably other fur babies. But the dogs and cats, you know, everything is just so popular with them right now with, you know, lot of really cool pet stores now, and they let you bring your pets in. I think all of that's super cool. All right, I'm going to be using the Memento Black ink, and with this, we're going to do the dog card first. But don't worry, you cat lovers, I have a cat card for you too. Yes, can't forget any of our fur babies. So with this doggy, I think he's so cute. I am going to not let that go too far. So with this one, what I did was I colored it in using the basic black just for the nose. And then I used our blends, and it's the dark smoky slate. So I went ahead and colored it in, and we'll see how well I do. Now this does have a die, so I don't have to hand cut the little puppy, or in Spanish it's perro, or perro, I should say perro. And I'm going to do a quick color in, and then we'll cut him out as well with the die, with our little mini emboss and cut machine, cutting and emboss machine. I think Patty calls it a mini buddy. I can't remember. She had a really cute name for it. Now I'll have to figure that out. Because I sometimes stumble on trying to remember, not remember the name, but it's kind of a mouthful. So I just need to have something simple for my little simple mind. And then around the eyes very carefully. And then I'm going to color lastly his nose. But this This dark smoky slate is actually a really, it's dark. I thought it would have been a lot lighter, so I like it. Okay, so now we're going to do his little nose, his little button nose. And a cute little wink of Stella to make it shiny, or you could do some of our, what's it called? The glue. I used red for the color. What is that glue called? Fine tip glue. My fine tip glue. And of course, it's not right where I thought it was next to me. So, but anyways, you could do that and make the nose shiny, which looks super cute. But I do have a wink of Stella. Let's see if Stella could wink right on his little nose and make it shiny. Oh, that's so cute. Can you see that? We could even make the collar shiny. I love this pen. Super cool. Just a little bit of shimmer. So this is going to get cut out in our little machine. And there is a nice little die cut, but no fear. I've already done that for us. So all I have to do now is grab that wink of Stella and re-wink everything. I'm re-winking. Re-winking. Yeah, that's a new word for me. So now the doggy has been winked. So we're going to pop him right up here. Oh, I know what I wanted to do. And I think it might be too late. Never. Okay, don't watch me rip my card apart. La, la, la. Because I wanted to show you guys something. But you know what? It's so easy to fix because I have glue. All right. So I took the top part so it's not glued down. But I'm going to go ahead and pop the doggy up. Let's give him some dimensionals and pop him up off of the paper. And I will do 3 of those. Come on. Come off of the paper dimensionals. Ugh, they're all stuck on there. Okay, and then I'm going to just pop him up right here because he's so cute. Then I have my scrap of paper. I'll show you what I did next where is that? Right here. So with my black ink, I went ahead and stamped a cute little bowl for him to eat because this doggy is very, very hungry. Oops, I got ink everywhere. That means it's probably all over me and will soon be all over this cute card. So ink prevention is important. So I have a white panty for my ink prevention. So with this bowl, there is no die. So you can use your scissors and just hand cut it out. Hi, Karen. Do you recognize this card design? And I've already cut the bowl. And I'm just going to glue that down. And I can glue this down flat. There's no reason to pop it up. You can, if you love your dimensionals, as well, I do love them. But I am going to just glue this down flat. Just like so. Okay, so the mistake I made earlier was gluing this down. I wanted to actually add some string on the back. So I'm using the Playful Pets, I think is what it's called, this twine. It's super cool, black and white. And I just thought that would add a little bit more to this card. So I cut it at a nice size. Let me pull it back up here. And I'm going to tie just a knot. And I can slide it down just a little bit if I need to. What do you guys think? Isn't it cute? I just love the pets. There we go. Just to add a little something, something. I even could have done that at the bottom. But this is just as cute. Oops, come back here. I want that knot to be right about there. Yay. Oh, thanks. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so let me cut that so that it's a little bit. There we go. And now we have our twine. That's darling there. And now I can glue this down for the second time. And second time is better than the first time, right? That could have been popped up a little bit because this twine is kind of thick. But you guys get the idea. So don't forget to tie your twine first and then pop it up. I just think he's so cute. Okay, so with this design, I decided to use the words in this one that says, I hope your day is a real treat. And we shall ink this up and stamp it on my tag. And I'm praying that I can get it on this little piece. Fingers and eyes are crossed. And holding my breath. Yes, came out. So excited. Hello, Susan. How are you? Gosh, haven't seen you for a while. Nice to see you. Okay, so on this one, I'm going to put this on the opposite side. And again, you guys, this is just such a cute, fun, easy layout. So with this one, I'm going to pop it up, give it some dimension on the front, and no frets, anyone. Anybody that's a cat lover, I'm making your card next. So first we're doing the doggy. Okay, is that not adorable? Yay! And then on the inside, let's finish the inside. I have my white piece that's 4 and 5 1/4, 4 by 5 1/4. And on this one, I'm going to simply stamp the word enjoy. Cute, cute, cute. Enjoy. Because they're having a special treat. Oh, it's crooked. Is it crooked? Nope. I just tilted my head and it's straight. So that works for me. Hopefully you guys can see that too. Hey, we do what we have to, right? So I'm going to simply glue this into the center here, the inside of my card. And then, I'm making a big mess here. Straighten that up. And then I will add a little strip. I cut a little piece of this paper. It's about 3/4 of an inch by 4. And it was just another piece off of the front. I like doing that. It kind of pulls a whole card together. Hello in Montana. Wow. Hey, is it nice out there, spring-like, or is it still pretty chilly-willy? Thanks, Mary Ellen, for joining. You'll have to tell me what the weather's like. I know it's been cold out in California in the mornings, but warming up to about 70s as my dad's out there. And, of course, they all have to tell me how nice and warm it is. So there's my card. Isn't that adorable? Okay, so far these are the two we have using that same design. And now I have one more for the cat lover because I didn't want you guys to think I wasn't thinking about the cat lover. So it's going to be very similar to the dog card. Again, same black cardstock. I'm using the same designer paper. Let me move these markers out of the way. And on the front, again, I have my 4x4 designer paper. I'm going to use the same bricks. You know, that's the nice thing about making cards is you can do it as simply as you want, or you can change it up and change a lot. Thanks, Kathleen, for being there, being here, being there in Florida and being here, watching today. But that's the nice thing about doing all this. Okay, I'm not going to make that mistake and glue that down. But I am going to stamp the cat right onto my card, my cardstock, I should say. So I changed it up a little bit where the other one I die cut it. This does have a die cut as well. But this one was going to fit just perfectly on the bottom. And I thought I would just stamp this cute little kitty right at the bottom. So here we go. Oh, I should have done the bow at the bottom, the knot. That's all right. We're going to stick with this. Okay, so I have that. Now, the other thing I wanted to do, and I thought this would be super cute, was we are going to stamp the word enjoy. And I'm going to pop it. No, I'm going to do it in black. I'm going to do it in black. I remember what I had in my mind. I didn't make a sample. So, okay, now let me see if I can get this straight. I have a feeling. No, it's crooked. But that's okay, because it is what it is. I love you guys. Okay, so what the other thing I wanted to do was stamp some cute little hearts. There's so many cute stamps in this stamp set, but it has these 2 little hearts on here, and I thought that was adorable. That also has a mouse. We could do the mouse on the inside. But these hearts are so adorable. And I wanted to give the front of the card a little bit of color. Hello, Mary. Welcome. So let's give a little bit of heart to the card. Aw, that's cute. Just a little something, something, right? Okay, so we used enjoy. We used this. And now I'm going to go ahead, and I should color that in because it looks like it needs a little bit of color. And I'm going to use the same dark, what did I say it was? I think it's dark smoky slate. Oh, thanks, you guys. I love this pampered set, this pampered pet set. It is so adorable, and we've made some really fun cards. I'm hoping it doesn't retire in May because it's one of my favorite. I've gotten a lot of miles out of this set. But if it does, hopefully they'll come out with another adorable pet set. This is kind of dark for this, but that's all right. We had a black cat. For years we did. He was a cool cat. And we were so, what do you call it? What's the word I want? Well, we had a very common name for him, and it was Blackie. You know? We were just so ingenious with that name. Okay, so we're going to glue this on, and then I'm going to put the ribbon or that little string again because I thought that would be cute to add another little knot to it. So before I glue it down, I'm going to remember to put this on and not have to rip my card apart. The nice thing when working with your twine or your ribbon is it's pretty easy to like tie your knot or your bow, and then it's pretty easy to move your ribbon around exactly where you want it if it's not where you want it. Just bend your cardstock and pull it up to wherever you want, and you can bend it and even pull it side to side. So that is another tip if you hadn't done that. Okay, so we'll get that straight. And on this one, because this twine is kind of thick, I am going to pop it up. Pop it up. And I have plenty of room up here on the top of the twine. I don't like to put my dimensionals on the twine because it will actually make your card lay unevenly. So it gives it like a big lump. We don't want a lumpy card. No lumpy cards. Okay, bringing back my base here. We'll put this on. So cute. And then I'm going to trim. Give it a little trim. And we'll do the inside. So stinking cute. I love these cards. All right, so for the, oh, I need my tag first. What am I thinking? So on this one, we're going to do the same stamp that says, I hope your day is a real treat. Again, we're going to stamp it in the black and get this nice and juicy. And then we'll stamp this one. Where is that tag? I think it's right there. There's a nice little shadow on it. Yay, I got it. I'm always surprised because it doesn't always come out that way. as you know, many of you that have seen my life, you know that it doesn't always come out that way. All right. So I'm going to put the flag on this side, and this is a little long. So I'll cut in the center and then side to side. Helps you get it a little more even flag. And then I'll fix that center. There we go. And again, we're going to pop it up. What do you think? Do you love the little kitty cat? I know so many of my friends that have cats. Diane, I know you have at least one kitty you were talking about. Okay, here we go. And we'll just pop that right up there. And we'll work on the inside. Again, I have my white and my designer paper. And this one I left blank. You can always put anything you want in there. Just write a little note. Oh, you just got this set. Yay. It's so much fun. It really is a fun one. And you have the template already as to how to make this card. So yay. And then I added a little bit of the DSP from the front on the bottom here. And there you have it. Just a fun little cat card. I could probably add some more gems on this one as well. So that's my live, you guys. These are what I wanted to share with you. So don't forget that the mini emboss machine is on sale right now. And we have some stamps bundles that are on sale as well. Oops. I think that's like totally out of the camera. Gosh, I hope I wasn't out of the camera that much. It's kind of hard because these are long. I'll just do them this way. There we go. And here's the original card that was super cute. I don't remember the name of the stamp set, but it was just adorable. It was the first one that we did. Thanks, Tammy. Thanks for joining me today. And so happy stamping. You guys have a great week. And I will see you next week. I may be changing things up a little bit. There we go. Now it's really in the camera. Oh my gosh. And I hopefully I'll be back. Well, not hopefully, but I will be back next Wednesday. And I hope you guys have a wonderful week. And I'll see you next week for some more 411 Stampin' Fun. Bye now.